Good morning, afternoon, evening, gamers. So this is this is just going to be a quick one. So this is Guild Wars 2. This is my character I made. I had some other characters. I logged in. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, okay, I'll just start again, I guess. And I've Guild Wars 2 is one of those games I've tried it on and off, um, you know, quite quite a few times, and I want to like it, and I feel like there's a lot of reasons why I should like it. The the business model is really good. The base game you get for free. I think this is on Steam, but I'm pretty sure now. I could be wrong. You know, drop me a comment if if I am wrong, and I am often wrong. But as far as I know, it wasn't always on Steam, and it was its own thing. It could even be that it's both. That you can either play it standalone, or you can play it through Steam. I think actually that might be what it is. But I had the standalone version. I don't think it was free. I think I bought it, but again, I could be wrong. But through Steam, the base game is free to play, which is very good. Very similar to another game that you all, people that know me, know that I enjoy, is the Elder Scrolls Online. I love that game. I'm still playing it. I bought the new expansion. No, they don't call them expansions. They call them chapters. Yeah, chapters. I bought the new one, Gold Road. Very good. The part where you learn, it's a new type of magic. Be honest, I don't really know that much about it. I haven't explored it that much, but I did the opening thing, opening all the doors, and I thought that was really good. But I bounce around with games, and I'm always wanting to try new games. My my Steam library is, oh my goodness, I have so many games. I have probably about 600 odd games. And there's people there's my friend Lonix who has like way more games than that. But it's still a lot of games, and maybe half of them I haven't even started. I haven't even like downloaded them to play. Um, so, and I'm just kind of one of those people. I'm always bouncing around with games. I wish I could just kind of like lock it in, like laser focused, and just play a game, from beginning to end. But my brain just doesn't work that way. Um, so recently, the other thing with Gold Road and with ESO is that I've done quite a lot in Elder Scrolls Online. Um, I'm kind of running out of things to do, and if I don't stop playing it, then I will run out of things to do. Um, so yeah, but what was what was my actual point of mentioning ESO? Uh, I can't remember. Maybe it'll come to me. Maybe it won't. So yeah. So oh yeah. I was saying. So on Steam, Guild Wars 2, the base game is free, and ESO or Elder Scrolls, it's not free, but it's the base game is very cheap. I mean, I remember when I bought the Elder Scrolls base game, and it was £50. Um, yeah, it was £50. Now you can pick it up for a fiver, somewhere around there. in British money. I don't know what that is in dollars. Um, so yeah, and I've had my money's worth, more than enough. And the amount of money I've spent on that game over the years, let's not worry about that. But I'm not. I don't feel hard done by. It's an incredible game, and yeah. So with Guild Wars 2, I've kind of I've tried to play it a few times, and I just can't seem to get into it. And yet I should, because as I said, it's got a good business model. So the base game is free. You buy the expansions, and that's it. There's no subscription at all. As far as I know, there's no restrictions. You just buy the expansion, and off you go. And then when the new expansion comes out, you buy that, and that's it, and off you go. Which is yeah, a pretty good business model. I think there are like there's like a cosmetic shop and like stuff like that. They've got to make some money somehow. But that's kind of it. It has underwater exploration and more than that, it has like underwater fighting, which is always a thing I've always thought that ESO should do. Not just ESO, but like a lot of games or like MMOs that have all this water. It's basically free real estate. Like there's so much you could do, under that water, like treasure hunting. Guild Wars 2 has like fighting. Like you have like a whole different set of like weapons. You have like spears and like spear guns and stuff, which again is a good thing. The game looks good. It runs good. So yeah, there should be a lot of things to like about Guild Wars, but I just every time I go back and try it, I just I struggle a little bit. We'll log in just to. I mean, many of you will know the game, probably like the game, and by the way, for those people, because I know there's so many of these people out there that if you're not saying nice things about their favorite game, they're like, "Arr!" And it's like, no, like guys, no. If you like something, you like it. If you don't like it, yeah, you don't like it. It's fine. It doesn't matter. That me liking or not liking something has nothing to do with you liking something or not liking something. It doesn't matter. But many of you will already know the game and enjoy the game. So some of you won't. So I'll just show you briefly what it looks like. The artwork is really nice. I mean, this looks like it's like it could be like hand drawn, or it looks really, really nice. I have to sort of look on my other monitor to see like whether you can see my like hand or not, or like what I'm pointing at. Otherwise, it's like, but I should just point with the mouse really. But I'm very expressive with my hands. But yeah, so this is my character. I managed to work out how to get like like a what are they called, glamours, skins, transmog if you like. So yeah, so I'm
makes me sick.
oh, here we go, and you fight these guys along. I'm not going to show you all of the game, obviously, because it really doesn't matter. I don't tend to do a lot of let's plays because if you're watching me play the game, you're not playing the game, which is kind of the thing. If you're into video games, I kind of want you to do. I want you to watch a video, go, wow, that game looks cool. I'll go play that. So I'll play it for a little bit, but I'm not going to play, really all of it. Oh, here comes another one.
Here I come.
Back me up!
But yeah. The game runs well. It looks all right. I mean, it's an older game. Quite a lot of these games, do tend to be, older. It's honestly not a bad game, but I don't know. I struggle to. I've been struggling to get into it, and I can't.
Sick of the smell.
What?
I can't
This
really
place
identify
reeks
the
of it.
I
reason
miss the smell of a
why.
woman. You know, perfume
Whether
fragrance of a nice, clean, manicured lady like.
it could well be
Good
a
old
me
what's her
problem.
name?
You knew her too?
Oh, am I supposed to be using these or something? Oh, yep, yeah, I am. Did that even hit anything? No, it did not. I'm not really going to worry about that at the moment, though. But yeah, so what level am I? Level 4. So I'm level 40. So I really have been trying to get into it and to try and complete it. See, this is the thing I'm wondering is. I remember. I don't know if I did a video for Final Fantasy Online.
Have you seen my boy? He's got black hair and blue eyes.
I really don't want to talk to you at the moment, miss, because you're quite loud. Oh, there's a dragon there. But yeah, when and this is a commonly known thing that with Final Fantasy Online, when you the base game is. It took me a few times with that game as well. Like, I tried with Final Fantasy Online a few times to actually play it. And I remember reading somewhere, somebody said, like, yeah, the base game is it's a bit slow to get going. But, tough it out, get through the base game. And then when you get to Heaven's Ward and the expansions, it's a completely different game. And I'm wondering if Guild Wars 2 is the same. There's quite a few expansions for it. So up here it's saying upgrade to a full account. So this is a base game and it's free to play on Steam. So if we go to here, so you've got Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, which is expansions 1 and 2. Expansion 3 is End of Dragons, and then so on and so forth. And I think this is the... Is that the next one? Or is that the next one? I think the Janir Wilds is the latest one, and I kind of want to buy the expansions, but I don't want to buy the expansions if by the time I get to I don't know which one's which, like Heart of Thorns. I don't want to buy Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire, and I still feel the same way as I do now, because at the moment, like, it's not bad, but the story's just, I don't know, it's not grabbing me, it's not like grabbing my attention. I go to one thing and I go to another thing and then I do another thing, which as I'm hearing that in my head, that's pretty much every MMO ever. But they're, different levels of MMOs, tend to do a better or worse job. I mean, maybe I've been spoiled by Final Fantasy Online, which is story first and everything else after. And I feel like that's the same with ESO as well. Very much a lot more story orientated. I mean, some of the side missions are just absolutely, they're really, really good. So maybe that's a problem with Guild Wars 2, that sometimes the story is
You get a letter from your boyfriend yet? He's probably too busy.
is not always
flirting.
pick up your blah blah blah.
At least I've got something to fight for, right?
Okay.
I've got to live long enough to get
Well,
back home
I
and
wouldn't buy that before
friend.
I bought all the
Got any
other
food?
expansions.
I don't have enough for me and my family, so I got nothing for
The
you.
Seraph are marching on Bridgewatch Camp.
Wanna know where the
Available
centaurs
forces
are
should
headed?
aid them.
Tell me.
I got nothing for you.
So yeah, so I'm thinking that I do want to tough it out. And if any of you guys have, like in the comments below, like it is a similar thing to Final Fantasy Online, which the base game.
something bothering you.
I really had to push myself to get all the way through it. I'm glad I did, because then when I got to Heaven's Ward, and what was the next one? It picked up like massively, like I understood, straight away. That it was infinitely better. I do like the Archer. The Archer is very fun. Seraph Landing or something. Is there anybody coming from the other way? So yeah,
Sure about that?
I don't know where.
Serious. I want kids with my future wife. Lots of them.
How many are we talking about?
I don't know, maybe 20?
I hope for your future
20?
wife's sake that you remain in the field.
Yeah, 20 is a lot, dude. How are you gonna pay for 20 kids? It's hard enough paying for like 1 or 2, and that's in the modern age. I don't think. I mean, hey, you do you, buddy. I mean, but 20 children is a lot.
The Modnir march on the Seraph at Bridgewatch Camp.
Also, your wife's gonna spend more time being pregnant than not being pregnant. With 20 children. I think one more of these centaur guys should be enough. That's the other thing as well. It's never really explained, why we're fighting the centaurs. Again, maybe I missed something. I don't know. There we go, and then that one's done. I'm gonna pick some stuff up. So yeah, in no way am I saying it's a bad game. Like, the game looks good, and I expect that, like,
Needed at the main gate.
the same with ESO, with World of Warcraft, all of these games, because these games are quite old, but you tend to find with the expansions that the games, improve graphically, mechanically, that they get better with each new expansion. And I am wondering with Guild Wars 2 whether that is the case, and whether if I buy the expansions, the same with Final Fantasy
Thank the
Online,
gods, the
is the
fires
game
are
just
out.
goes, you know, just you know, goes up a notch. So yeah, that's kind of what I just wanted to make a quick video about. No, you know, in no way am I saying it's a bad game. It's really not. But for me personally, because again, everybody's different. So some people don't care about the story. You know, some people don't care about the graphics. You know, some people. Everybody has different priorities when playing video games, or when choosing what it is that they want to play. Which is how it should be. For me, I'm struggling to find a reason to play the game, because whilst it's okay, it hasn't been. I haven't been riveted. I haven't been. Man, I want to get to the. I want to get to the next place and like see what that's about. And man, this story is really gripping me. I want to. I want to know why so and so is doing such and such to so and so. Like, it's, for me, it's not grabbing me. It's not grabbing my attention. And when there are so many games that that there are to play, I kind of. If the whole game's like this and all the expansions are like this, and it's like, well, okay, it's not for me, that's alright, and move on. But if it's a case of, yeah, the base game is a little, you just gotta get through it, and then the expansions, it'll really start picking up, then I'll carry on playing it, and then buy the expansions. I just don't want to waste my money. I say that as I also mentioned that I've got like 600 games just on Steam. There's a load more on Epic Games. And,
Any news from the city?
yeah, but
Crime is
yeah.
up. Minister Codicus is a manipulative sleazeball.
So
and
yeah,
a food
that's just kind of what I wanted to talk about, and if anybody's got any thoughts on it, really. And still a good game though. It's free to play on Steam. You don't get a mount. They rent you a mount. They show you how good your mount is, and then they take it off you, which that one, I think that didn't help my disposition whilst playing the game. I was kind of like, okay, you gave me a mount, and then you take it away, and I've got to buy. I think I have to buy one of the expansions in order to get a mount. When most games, I mean ESO, you can get a free horse at least. I mean, it's not going to be great, but it's something. And most other games, you can get a free mount, but this one you can't. But I don't really think it's that deep. I think it's more of a me thing than a general thing. So yeah, that's just kind of what I wanted to say. Basically, is the base game
I'm low on arrows. You got
similar
Yeah.
to,
Take what you need.
is it something that you've just got to kind of muddle through and get through it, then buy the expansions, and then it starts like going up a notch? Or is it that the expansions are going to be exactly the same? In which case, yeah, I don't know that it's going to be able to grab my attention on a regular basis, perhaps. So that's it, really. That's that's all I really wanted to say. Yeah. So, yeah, really. Until the next one. Bye for now.